Hello YouTube, and in this series we will be talking about whether or not to pull for new characters, and we start with Rappa, because Rappa is a controversial character. There are people that are planning to skip because the new version of Dingyun and Sunday is coming up, and there are a lot of fans for those characters, there's a lot of hype. But let's talk about Rappa first. You can do a few things. You can break with this character very efficiently, even if they are not imaginary, but with imaginary you have double the efficiency. Or if you prefer, if they are not imaginary you have half the efficiency. But still, she's flexible enough to be played, especially in pure fiction. Movement speed significantly increases with the technique, that's very true. As you can see, you can surf around, it's very useful. Right? You can break objects just crashing into them, it lasts a long time. I will show you the entire cycle, there we go. It's a lot of time. Then you crash into enemies and the fight starts. You break them with that, and here we can see the reason why you want to pull for this character. Look at the animations, this is the skill animation. I find it incredibly good. And then the real reason is this. Look at this animation, I think it's top notch. You have this pose, which is already very good looking, and then you have this. Yes, it feels so good. I think the first part is the best part of the ultimate, and then you have this, which is like you have the visor and everything, it's very typical, and this crash looks very good from my point of view. Plus, the ultimate keeps on going on her turn, up until the points are not depleted. So let me do some buffs here. As you can see, I am still in the ultimate state. So I will do this. And then I can restore. And I am still in the ultimate state. Yeah, there we go. And the battle is over. If you're looking for a new OP character for free, that's probably not it. But if you're looking for a good character without spending much resources, that's probably a good idea, and I will show you why. But we need to switch to another screen. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, this is the super break part of the big scheme of things I made a while back, and we have Rappa here. Rappa is a specialist, so we can place her here, because she's like main DPS anyways. But what's interesting about this is that you have main character imaginary, which is her best support for free. You can use March, I think. You can definitely use Pella or Asta as well. And if you have Run Mei is best in slot. And for the healers, you can use Gallagher, who is also free to play, or you can go for Ling Sha. If you like Ling Sha for your break effect teams, or you pull for Ling Sha for follow-up attack teams, you already have her best in slot healer. Gallagher is still very good, especially at E2 in Sarel actually. I think it's a very cheap team. If you think about it, you already have all the constellations for... If you think about it, you already have all the islands for the main character, and when it comes to Gallagher, I think you can stop at E2 and be happy about it because you can heal the buffs. And then you don't need much else, you already have a healer and a buffer, but you can slot Pella. Pella is good in any team, and we probably all have the islands at this point. If you don't, Pella is good even at E0. Man would be incredible. You can also use March E6, because going to E6 for this character is pretty easy, especially in imaginary focus situations, because if you're using against imaginary weakness type, I think both together are incredibly strong, both imaginary type. If you pull for her, you are going to use a domain that also helps follow-up attack teams. Let me show you. Okay, so first of all, when it comes to relics, the relic domain you want to grind is Cavern Corrosion Path of Cavalier, where you have Iron Cavalry, which is the best break effect set, but you also have the Wind Soaring Valorous, which is an incredible set for Fei Shao and other ultimate-based character with follow-up. You also have Eternal Comedy, where you can pull for Duran, which is good for follow-up attack users again for the ornaments, and this, it's incredibly good if you're fighting fire-weak enemies. You can also use the Planar Ornament domain to grind relics both for your follow-up attack users and your break effect users. You can say break effect goes very well together with follow-up. Follow-up attack teams usually include Dr. Ratio, which was for free. Yunli, Fei. If you use Yunli, you can use the same set as Fei Shao, so they are both good with the relic set you're grinding. Now, let's talk about Litecoin options. If you don't want her signature one, after the Charmony Fall is an event Litecoin that you need to pull for, but it's pretty good. Increase the wearer's break effect by 28% at Superimposition 1. After the wearer uses ultimate, increase speed by 8%, lasting for 2 turns. That's not too bad. There are other options though you can go for. Then of course there's her signature Litecoin that is now on the banner. You can consider it. If you're very lucky, you get her very early and then you say, you know what, increase the wearer's break effect by 60%, and after entering battle immediately regenerates 30 energy. So you have turn 1 ultimate. After the wearers uses ultimate, obtains a Raiton. After 2 basic attacks, this makes you advance action. So you have action advance on your main DPS, which is incredibly good without having support that helps you doing that. If you go to dear Herta, that is now sleeping because of the new mode, and poor Herta, she's lost somewhere, and you go to her store, which is still open, you can get Eternal Calculus, which is incredibly good. Let's read it. We have it Superimposition 5 because we can get it for free, and it increases the wearer's attack by 12%, which is not incredible. But then, after using an attack for each enemy hit, additionally increases attack by 8%, stacking up to 5 times, which means 40% more attack on a pure fiction when you have a lot of enemies around, right? That's incredibly good, and it lasts up until the next turn. If you hit a 3 or more enemy, this Litecoin also gives you a speed increase by 16% for 1 turn. It does a lot of stuff, especially for pure fiction, because it's an erudition Litecoin. I think it's pretty strong. You don't get any break effect, but I think it's still very good, right? It's Superimposition 5, 5-star Litecoin, gives you a lot of attack that allows you to trigger her passive, which is also more damage and break effect anyway. So yeah, you can definitely use that. It's maybe a little bit less effective than Superimposition 5 Charmony, or of course less effective than Hair 1, which is 120% over Charmony. So yeah, of course, the best in slot Litecoin, it's also very good looking, and you have 20% more damage. But then again, do you really want to spend money for 20% more damage? It really depends. If you're extremely lucky you get Rappa 1 pull, you may consider it, because you have 75% chances to drop an event Litecoin if you are on 50-50, so 75-25 in this case. Alright, so let's start pulling for this character. Wish me good luck. First time pulls. I don't remember my BD anyways. No, 5-star. I will skip because I don't need to check anything else. Oh, Herta, 20, okay. Second 20 pulls, no 5-star. I got a Litecoin, and I got 20, which means another pull. 30, suddenly no 5-star. Get a Yukong, I already have enough. 40 for no 5-star, that's lucky. We get one of those, which I needed. Let's continue. I think we are 40 now. Nothing. We get another one of those that I need because I don't have them, things. 50, we are close to PD now. I get another Litecoin. 60. You should be on PD now. I think, almost. And PD. Yeah, let's see what happens. Soft PD for us, if I counted well. We'll check on the video later. You will have the number going up. And let's see what happens. We want to see erudition. That's not erudition. That's a tragedy. Oh no, I lost the 50-50 again. That's sad. We continue with this then. Okay, we convert 10. Early PD, no. Alright. 20. Nothing. So unlucky. 30. Nothing. Okay, 40. Nothing. Oh my. Okay, 50 for us. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Wow, okay. 60. Okay. Decent early PD, but very unlucky pool session. This is why I think pulling only 4 character is the answer in this game. The mods welcomes you, and here we are guaranteed. It will be very easy to go there. Crazy. On the last pool. Okay. That was my pool session, very unlucky session. This is Nero Atlas about Rappa. I will send you some gameplay as soon as I try her, to tell you how it feels to play her free to play. Keep in mind to pull for the character before the Raiton, of course, because you can get shafted as I did. I think 140 pull is still fine. For a character it's very good, but yeah, you can lose the 50-50, and in that case you have to plan again. This is how Gacha works. Is she still worth it from my point of view for 140 pull? Yeah, probably. I like the character, so I will deal with it. I hope to win the 50-50, but you always have to consider losing them if you want to be fine with gacha games and not be frustrated. Have a nice day. This is Nero Atlas signing out.